This is the second week in my trading series. I managed to make some profit this week as well, especially on Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. In this video I'll show you the companies I traded and break down the results. As a quick reminder, I'm trading across two accounts. I have an RRSP and a TFSA account. When I buy a stock in one, I often buy it in the other as well, though I have less capital in my TFSA, so the gains over there are typically smaller. From November 2024 until now, I made around 15,700 USD as of last week. This week I gained another $1,000.91, which brings the total to approximately 16,800 USD. Now keep in mind that during the tariff uncertainty earlier this year, I sold some position and took a 3,000 loss just to secure cash. So while the year started slow, I estimate I made about 20,000 USD so far, which is right on target. My goal is to make this annually over the next 8 years leading up to retirement. We'll see if this is possible. That's why I'm making this video as a testament of what I'm doing for you guys to see if I'm right or wrong about it. In fact, I tried something similar. I have this experience from a year ago. From November to April a year ago, I made around 30,000 USD. So I wanted to see if I can replicate this this year as well. To me, trading is like fishing. If you have a lure that seems to catch fish, if you like this lure, you stick with it, even if it doesn't work all the time. That's how I see this strategy. It works for me, and hopefully it will gonna work for you if you are applying it as well. Portfolio performance last week 261,793. This week 265,530. And let's take a look again to my primary monitor where you can see the Excel spreadsheet. Weekly increase 3,700 USD. So it's been a solid week, not just for the active trades, but also from the stocks I was already holding, which finally started to move up. An example is Etsy, a company I wanted to jump out of it, but today I wanted to go out of it. Today it jumped around 7 to 8%. You can take a look at the stocks I was actually playing with, Thermo Fisher, Google and HBI. You will see the gain on the screen. So this is for the RRSP, this is for the TFSA. TMO and or Thermo Fisher, I am very confident on this one. It's a stable company. I expect going from 400 to 600 in the next months, coming months. They build instruments for different industries. Google, there is no explanation needed. It's a top tier company. Its price drop from 200 to around 170 is been fluctuating between 170 and 180. HBI, which is Hannes Brands, a retail stock I'm less confident in. They manufacture underwear and basic. The stock is at $4.70, but it should be around 8. A few months ago in April was at 8. I'm trading this a little bit more carefully. I have tried as well, if you look on my Excel spreadsheet with STXX, with Tesla. Briefly, I wanted to get out of them because they are not moving too much, and I went out as well of Oxy, which is Occidental Petroleum. I took a small $33 loss, and I finally get out of this, which was moving downwards for a while, and it recovered recently. Over 3 days of trading, I made 1,091 USD. On slower days like Monday, I usually scan for buying opportunities. I'm placing different buy orders on different level as prices fall. For example, buying 15 shares every time a stock drop $1. Combining last week and this week, my 2-week profit is around 2,141 USD, which converts to almost $3,000 Canadian at the current exchange rate of 137. That's not bad for a market that doesn't feel super bullish right now. It looks, that it's a maximum numbers on the S&P 500, but with my experience for the 4 years or last 4 years, I will say that it's not really super bullish. It's bullish for sure, but I've seen better day than that, right? So this is it for now. We're going to move to the next section. Let's take a look at the trade I made over the 3 days period, July the 8th to July the 10th, and the profit for each. So the first one is actually Thermo Fisher, which you can see it in here. Let's take a look over the 5 days. July the 8th, when I made the money initially for this, so the stock was around 422, and that day it went up to 429. So let's read from what I have prepared for you, because it's better than to listen directly to my English. The stock that made me the most money on July the 8th was Thermo Fisher, about $150 in profit that day. Let's walk through what happened. On that day, TMO opened around 424, like you see, and dropped to a low of 415. When it was that? Okay, maybe it was true. I took advantage of the dip, buying in stages as it went down. No, that was actually happening on Monday. I usually invest around 50,000, broken up into a few orders as the price moves. Later that day, it climbed up to 431. Yes, that's true. That's actually on July the 8th. Probably around 428, 429 I sold, and if I'm up by at least 150 to 100 and the price looks good, I sell. It also depends on my schedule. If I'm busy with work and check the stocks quickly, I sell if I feel the timing is right. So that happened with Thermo Fisher. Let's take a look for another TMO trade on July the 10th, which is right here. The same thing happened. The day before, it had dropped again from 424 to around 413, and then rebounded to 436, right? I had placed a sell around 432, but I sold slightly earlier manually when I saw the price rising, and I had enough profit. And I had enough profit on the other trade as well. So that day I made 156 in my RRSP and 78 in TFSA. So this is the Thermo Fisher. Let's take a look at Google. Google on July the 9th. We're going to do the same, 5 days on July the 9th. I made money on it on that day, around $170 up to around 178.89. I sold at around 170.50, which is true. Not the absolute top, but pretty close. Close enough to capture most of the gain. Profit from Google that day, 190 in RRSP, 132 in TFSA. And HBI, Hannes Brands, we're going to take a look on 5 days. On July the 10th, it's actually when I had the increase and I sold. It opened low around 464 and climbed to 478. I sold close to the top and made 145 on that trade. And the strategy after selling, what do I do after I sell this position? This is a very good question. It depends. Sometimes the price drops again nearing the end of the day, toward the end of the day, creating a good re-entry point. And in those cases, I don't go in with the full amount. I might invest just $5,000 and wait to see what's happening tomorrow. But on this particular day, when everything went up and stayed at the end of the day at the maximum value, I have TMO at 432, I have HBI at 478, and Google at 178, right? So I bought 5,000 worth of each, heading into Friday, just to see what happens. If they keep rising, I might double down and sell at a profit. If they go down, I won't buy more immediately. I'll wait for a more significant drop and then buy in stages again, another 5,000 and so on. This approach doesn't always catch the exact bottom or top, but it usually captures 60 to 80% of the movement, and that's enough. If I can repeat this 2 or 3 times a week, I can consistently make $1,000 per week, which adds up nicely over time. So that's the recap. These 3 stocks, TMO, Google, and HBI, have been working well for me, so I'll stick with this for now. I'm also on the lookout for new opportunities, but until I find something compelling, this trio is my go-to. Let's pause here, and in the next section I'll walk you through the spreadsheet update and other things I've been working on. Before we wrap up, I want to highlight a new video I posted on my channel. So go to my Eugene Frunze channel and click on the playlist. You're gonna see here the stock market playlist. You will see that video called Quantum Computers and the Stock Market. If you click on it, you will be able to listen to this recording around 30 minutes, a little bit long, but I hope the information is really useful to you. You will find how quantum computers work, how the stock market actually the stock price for some of those quantum computers companies really went through the roof at the beginning of this year. I'm discussing as well about the major players into quantum computers like Microsoft, Google, and IBM. And I'm presenting as well the IBM roadmap from 2016 to 2033 and some very interesting fragments from Dario Gil, which is the president of operation at IBM, talking about what type of problems the quantum computers are actually solving. And you will see as well I'm actually spending a little bit of time talking about the IBM stocks, which is going, it went up 64% this year, one of the good investment you can actually have. So that's it for today. Thank you very much guys for watching. I'll see you next week for week 3 portfolio update. Just before wrapping up, I want to display this. Please like and subscribe. It's helping my channel grow as well. It's helping supporting me in the future if this will going to be successful for my retirement years. I'm saying this in every video. It's a little bit of fun for me, but it's actually the reality. So thank you very much guys. I wish you all the best. Stay healthy, stay curious, and good luck with your trade. Until next time.